Well, self-defense has been on her mind for many years now, and State Senator Christine Kehoe is here to talk about why now, since Chelsea King and Amber Dubois, she wants to make it part of our school curriculum and make it mandatory for kids. Senator, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Chrissy. Great to be here.
And self-defense experts and my trainers and my friends, Mike and Ann Mahulkin, are here. My friends from the MMA Academy. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. They're all here. So, Senator, first start, you're actually have co-authored legislation for a bill. Tell us about that.
Well, we are going to be authoring legislation that will require self-defense training starting in middle school through high school. This will give students, young women and young men, the opportunity to have a repeat curriculum throughout their, the last 6 years of their lower education. So what we want to see happen is, like these young women here, more awareness of how to prevent dangerous situations, what to do if you find yourself in one. So we will have a bill that will make the curriculum board devise regulations statewide that will allow districts to put this in their physical education curriculum.
Senator, you're a powerful woman in Sacramento. You gonna make this happen?
We're going to work very, very hard on it. I think there's a good chance there is a lot of awareness of the need for greater physical safety, and it's not so much that we have to be rough and tough, we have to be aware and look around, and as Mike was saying, there's a lot of different steps, and just a little bit of training helps so much.
Why just grades 7 through 12? Why not all ages?
We're going to get as much as we can, but it's a matter of budget. It's a matter of how much it's going to cost school districts to develop new guidelines, get new equipment. I mean, most physical education is about team sports, track, field, baseball, softball, that kind of thing. So we need to do some education ourselves within the system.
So you're not sure how much it's going to cost yet?
We're not sure.
Okay, that was the next question. How are we going to pay for this?
That's what the legislative process is all about. So we will have the appropriations people look at it and make sure we know what we're doing fiscally.
And now, Mike and Ann, you got to know them just a little bit ago. So
they're great work.
Oh yeah, they're my trainers, and I train at their gym. They do Krav Maga, and so Mike, tell everybody, what is Krav Maga, and what are you guys doing this weekend?
Well, Krav Maga is a hand-to-hand self-defense system that came to fame from the Israeli Defense Forces. It's taught to civilians and law enforcement around the world. And tomorrow, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and every April we do a couple of seminars. We have 2 tomorrow in Sorrento Valley, and we're going to be going over the 3-hour seminars, and we're going to be going over the kind of the ABCs of self-defense: awareness, your personal communication style, as what you're giving off in body language and attitude to a potential predator, and then boundary setting using your voice. Strong verbal presence and strong boundary setting, and then combat. If you've done everything right and it still gets physical, what to do with simple full force strikes to vulnerable areas of the body.
And the technique is also well known for being able to be done by kids, women, older people, upward. They in the IDF they serve until they're 55 years old, so that's where it all came from.
The whole premise of Krav Maga was to, regardless of physical capability and training, to get a person to be able to defend themselves in the shortest amount of time possible.
Tell us what Ann is doing right now. What is happening?
Well, Ann is working with Chris, one of our instructors.
And Ann is about $115. Chris is easily 200 pounds. I trained with both of them. Senator, what do you think of that? Chris is not playing, by the way, just so you know. You take a hit from Ann and you're going to feel that.
Yeah.
What are they doing right now, Mike?
Well, they're working on basically they're different scenarios. For example, bear hug from behind, she's coming back and she's delivering full force strikes. Again, we target a couple of different areas. We target the groin and we target the head, which
this is real life.
Is very real life. You're going to get the most effects from striking in those areas. Least amount of strikes, hit once with 100% power and then leave.
Senator, would you like to learn some techniques?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Can we teach the senator something?
Absolutely.
What do we decide
Absolutely.
we're going to teach the
Absolutely.
senator?
Well, we're going to do a simple a wrist release against someone grabbing a hold of the wrist, and then using her voice and her body posture to stand the person back. And if they approach, she'll then take care of that person.
Okay. All right.
So you want to rehearse with? Would you like to rehearse with me first? Okay.
Okay, I'll stand with you.
So I'm walking down the street.
You're walking down the street, and I'll be coming up to you, and maybe I'll go ahead and I grab your wrist, and you drive in.
Stop!
Right. And if I come walking up, You know what to do,
Right.
okay? So thank you. I'll pull Chris in, and we can do the same thing, and you can go full force
This
with.
is Chris on Chris.
Yes, Senator.
So have your hands up and use your voice. Tell them to stay back.
Anne's gonna
stop.
Anne's gonna
Stop.
coach you.
Stay back.
So grab the wrist, turn, and
Kick.
Oh my God!
Run.
Holy cow. I forgot that part. That's why we need practice.
Have you ever
Because
done-
this is so new to me. I haven't hit anybody since my brothers and sisters used to fight when we were 10 years old.
Really? Have you
So
ever?
you have to, that's what I was so interested in. We have to get people, women especially, into this mindset of stop, stay back, and all that.
How do you feel right now? Do you feel charged?
Yeah, I do.
You
I
seem
do.
like you feel charged. I'm so excited that you just did that. All right. Well, Senator, please keep us posted on what happens. You know,
Every
when
step
you go.
of the way, I promise.
When you-
we really appreciate you exposing everybody to these ideas, and what Mike and Ann are doing is so important. These young women are fantastic.
Yeah, and you know, I train with these young girls too, and I'm going to tell you, they, you know, like you said, practice. You know, that one time you just, and that was effective.
I can feel my heart start to go anyways.
Well, he can feel your heart right now too, okay? Let me put it to you that way. Okay, so again, Mike and Ann are having their rape prevention seminar, 2 of them tomorrow at the MMA Academy in Sorrento Valley, and the information is up on the screen. You can go to fox5sandiego.com for more information. Senator, Mike and Ann, Chris, guys from the gym, thank you all for being here. I'm going to send it back to you guys now in the studio.
Very important. Well, peace, love, and